Hey guys, it's Stephen here with something new today. I'm hoping you're enjoying this retro kind of vibe I've got going. We're going to watch Manchester City batter United 6-1 from back in 2011. So I thought I'd make a kind of old school vibe. I know it wasn't quite CFAX era back then, but I've gone for that retro look. And I want to say before I get into this live stream, you can follow it, the game, in the link below. You've got below the sponsor stuff, you've got Manchester City's Man City Plus service where you can sign up free and watch this game at the same time. So go and get onto the links right now and do that. And also want to say thank you actually to one of my newest sponsors, The Athletic. They are the new home of football writing. They are an incredible bunch of world-class writers there, and you'll get the best coverage of Manchester City that you'll find anywhere, and football in general. I know it's quiet at the moment, but seriously, go and check out The Athletic if you want to. They've got wonderful writers, including the likes of David Ornstein, Jack Pitt-Brooke, and also our very own Sam Lee, of course. And you can get 50% off right now and a 7-day free of trial at athletic.co.uk/Esteemed Kompany. And they've got loads of wonderful articles, including this one today from Michael Cox. And he said, what new tactics might we see from Pep Guardiola when football returns? Which is something I can't personally wait for. He goes on to make the very valid point but last time, basically, he had a bit of time off. When he took time off after Barcelona, he spent a lot of time studying football and German football in particular, and that's where he came up with loads of his ideas. So basically now you've got someone, a genius like Guardiola, sat there watching loads of football, and you wonder, what is he going to try when he gets back? So it's a very good article. Go and read it. Go and give that a trial if you want to, because there's loads of fantastic football articles over there. It's 50% off, and you can click it in the link in the description below. It's absolutely wonderful, I promise you. Right, but today we're going to go watch this game again, this classic game. Hello to everyone joining in. It's very good to see all the familiar names there. Let me scroll back through the comments. Hello to Zoaib, hello to Keenan, hello to Daniel, hello to Awais, hello to Jordan. Remember Jordan there, Jordan. Good to see you, pal. You've got a new membership badge. You have indeed. You're 1 month there now. So hello to Carl Youngman. Carl, welcome to the stream as well. Hello to Albert, hello to Chris. So we're going to start in about 3 minutes of the game. So we're just going to watch it. Obviously, if you want to watch the game yourself, click it in the link below. You get it from Man City Plus. You can watch the game along there. So I'll start it, then we can all watch it together and have a big chat along. It should have been 10. It should have been 10 indeed. And we're going to watch and work out why it should have been 10. It's going to be a bit of a trip down memory lane. I don't think I've watched this game for a while now, to be honest. Probably a few years. So I'm not one for going back and watching old games usually. I kind of just watch it, then move on. I know a lot of people do watch games a lot. But for me personally, I always tend to just kind of move on and never watch it again. As Allman said, why always me? The famous, the greatest of all times. And that's not going to be far off. We're going to be seeing that in about 15, 20 minutes from what I can remember. So I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to it. It's going to be good. This game, we've got to bear in mind, at the time, City were top of the league. I think this extended the lead to like 5 points. United hadn't lost in a very long time. At home, I don't think, in general, and this was a battering. It is free at the moment. Caden, it's free. That's why I thought I'd go for it. And Harpsy Cord asking, how are you and Nicola doing in this lockdown? I've gone a bit stir crazy, if I'm being honest. I'm up and down. Some days I'm in a good mood, some days I'm in a bad mood, but I think that's natural. I think we're all struggling, so this is why it's a little bit of an escapism. It's not on a channel anywhere. It's on Man City Plus. Anyone wondering where it'll be, you can get it in the link below. Click on the description of this video and you'll see a link there where you can click it, sign up, and it's free to watch and you can go for it. Ron, that's not a bad shout at all. Danny, I cannot. Where did I watch the game? I can't remember, mate. It would have been at home because I wasn't at Old Trafford, so it would have just been at home, I guess, or. Yeah, I think I just watched it at home. Probably watched it at home with my dad or something like that. That's what I honestly can't remember. So we're going to get to the stream in a minute or two. I'm going to start it in about 30 seconds. Then we'll watch the game along. And it's going to be good fun. Now, obviously, I can't show the game. But you can obviously go watch along in the comments below. Hope you're all very good, right? I'm going to get the game going and enjoy it. Because it's going to be fun. Before I do that, actually, let me look through the teams. Look for the teams. So City that day. Let's have a look at the team that we lined up with. Where was it? Oh, let me just find the team. I feel like I should remember, but I can't off the top of my head. City that day, we had Joe Hart in goal. We had Micah Richards, Vincent Kompany, Joleon Lescott, Gael Clichy, Yaya Toure, Gareth Barry. They had Milner, David Silva, then Balotelli and Aguero. We had Pantilimon, Zaba, Dzeko, who had a hell of an impact. Kolarov, Nasri, Kolo Toure and Nigel Young on the bench. United had Chris Smalling, Ferdinand, Evans, Evra, Nani, Darren Fletcher, Anderson, Ashley Young, Wayne Rooney and Danny Welbeck. So I'm going to get this game going. going to get it going indeed, and hopefully everything works down to a T. Fingers crossed it will do. Let's see if we can get it going. Get the clock going as well, so fingers crossed you can all see where I'm up to and join as well. Right. So it's just kicked off now. So at this point, obviously, we hadn't won a title since 1968. It was a big game. United were doing pretty well. And there was loads going on. You know, City were trying to become the new... well, I guess it's basically not the noisy neighbours off the perch, to quote Ferguson, basically. Oh, look at David Silva with flowing hair. So has anyone actually got this on? Let me know if you've got it on in the background. So you can see you've got the clock in the top corner. You can see how far we're all following it. Oh, it takes me back. You got your promotion, LG and Cow. LG and Cow's joined the stream. You have got your promotion. He's been a member for long enough. I want to say thank you, by the way, to absolutely everyone who's been really supportive. I've struggled to make videos over the past week or two, if I'm being honest, because this coronavirus stuff has really taken over my life in a bad way. It's like I've struggled with it. I've been worrying about friends and family and all that kind of stuff. So making football videos has been very difficult. So I thought I would just get into a watch along and do it. Everyone keep asking. If anyone asks, by the way, and you're watching, please do reply to other people, because obviously there's only so many times I can say it. If you do see it, Man City Plus, you can watch it for free, so you can catch up and join in. So it's not on TV, it's on Man City Plus, which if you Google it, you can sign up for free. Anyone can watch it at the moment. So I thought, I just thought we could all watch it together and have a chat. But David Silva's flowing hair. I think David Silva's kind of playing on the left in this as a winger, basically. It's like more of a 4-4-2. Had Joe Hart. That's a classic kit from Joe Hart in goal, that. Why am I acting like I didn't watch the match? What do you mean, YG Check? I did watch the match. I have no idea what you're on about. Who didn't watch the match? John, it's good to see you too, pal. It's good to see you. I hope everyone's good, by the way. I hope everyone's healthy. You all feeling good? Oh, Micah winning the big header, by the way, then. I miss Micah Richards. But I hope you're all good. LG and Cal, you might be. You got to bear in mind there's a delay on the stream of the video, so it might be a bit difficult to catch up. Try and set the clock to maybe where we're at, because there's a delay in just delays basically with all the streams. I do miss Mancini. I do miss him, Ollie. I think he had to go, if I'm being honest. I think he was being a bit self-destructive, but I miss him. You know, I also thought was underrated, Lescott. I thought he was underrated. Sorry, I just like rushed my dinner, so I'm a little bit gassy. But yeah, Lescott got a lot of stick. But he was good. You know, he was good. Noah, good to see you, Noah. Yeah, Ron, I've got a feeling we might be all right. It's hard to say. Who knows? We'll see. A strong early challenge from Micah Richards there giving away. It's classic Micah Richards. I love the guy, but he was definitely prone to... Ashley Young did him easily. Hey Noah, hello to... who else is joining in? Hello to Annabelle. Hello to a few other people there. You watched it at United's fan house. LG and Cal, that's a hell of a thing to do. Don't forget as well, please do like this video. Give it a like and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of helps share it. Don't forget to go follow me on all the social channels at Esteemed Kompany. Cisco and Yusuf, hello. Cisco, I'm good, thank you. that dry cough sounds worrying, doesn't it? Now I've had like a minor cough for like a week now, but it's been minor, so don't worry about it. I don't think it's the big, the big virus and that, but I feel like okay. Also probably because I've not talked much today, so I'm probably projecting a little bit, and I think I'm just a bit tired. So don't worry if I start coughing. But other than that, I'm okay, I'm okay. I didn't have a coronavirus scare. I've just had a bit of a cough the past 2 weeks, a tiny bit of a tight chest, but I don't think if I had it, it's very, very mild. I don't think I did, but we just never know, because I'll probably never get tested, so... Ollie, it is weird, isn't it, seeing Milner back in a Man City shirt. Milner's a very good player. I remember for a long time, a lot of people were wanting to start a lot more games, I remember. But it never really happened. Benjani, Cisco, this is a long time after that. Benjani had gone. Long gone by this point. Long gone. We were a much better team then. Do I miss Kolarov? Emilian, yeah, I miss Kolarov. Problem with Kolarov, I mean, it's easy to remember, but we forget that Kolarov also was pretty lazy at times. Kolarov had a habit of just jogging back everywhere. I mean, maybe Guardiola could have got more out of him, but Kolarov was very talented. But look at young Aguero. Young Aguero, guys, with the with his old kind of pointed up hair. God, I miss those days. Phil, that is Phil. That's no way that's you, Phil Foden. But if it is Phil, that would be great. But I don't think it is you, Phil. Phil, if it's you, DM me on Twitter because I know you follow me. So, Sinister CD. Is that code? Is that code blue with a unicorn? Code, is that you, my friend? Have you got a new name, Code? Because it does say CD. Is that Code? But that's actually Phil Foden. That's funny. I know Phil Foden does follow me on Twitter. Humble brag there. And then I'll prove it by... I won't show the message, don't worry.
It's not going to be Phil Foden.
It's not going to be Phil Foden, no. It's a very sweet message if it was Phil Foden, though. I mean, Phil, you're probably watching... Phil, if you are watching this Phil Foden, you were only 11 when this game was on. You said it yourself. Something like that. So, yeah, I mean, this is 11 or 12, so you watch it along with us, man. Sean said, is your time of 5 minutes into the match or 5 minutes of the video? Sean, it's into the match. Into the match. I started it when the match started on the stream. Emilian, everyone remembers Nolito. And Frankie, of course, I had to flex about that. Phil's been following me since Academy blogs. He used to write a lot of Academy blogs. And Phil Foden is a very nice man, by the way. He's a very lovely guy, really polite, really friendly. And he's got a very good family around him. I'm very gassy, by the way, so sorry. Nicola made a spag bol right just before this, and I just kind of scoffed it down, so I think I've got a bit of indigestion now. Sorry? Yeah. And also got a bit of Coke here, which is like a rum and Coke. Hi to Carl. Carl, how you doing, mate? How you good? Hi to Joshua as well. Or young Wayne Rooney as well. Younger Wayne Rooney. The score, yeah, Osman, do you know what? I will update the score line. I'll do that right now. I know exactly what to do on that front. Let me work out how to update the score. I'm going to update it now. This is the wonders of the of live stream. So when I haven't got a producer like I've got to basically do it midstream. So I'll do it right now. It should be at the bottom. Hopefully the score has now updated. Yeah, it has updated. There we go. I hope you're loving the retro look. Milner long ranger deflected. LG and Cow, you may just be right. Vinny, young Vinny there. God, what would do to have a young Vinny back? It's Sip Coke. It's rum and Coke. Joshy said hello, by the way, Nicola.
Hi, Josh.
And Nicola said hello back to you too, Joshy. It could have been even more, Frankie. Some could say maybe it could have been 10. Well, I mean, the top corner there, that's where I am watching the video at the time going now. So that's... Oh, shit. It doesn't say on the stream, does it? See, Man City's... Oh, shit. So on the video... That's difficult. Man City's stream doesn't have a time, does it? That's very difficult, actually. I don't know how to do that, actually. I'm not sure how to get a time of the stream. So let's have a look. Plus 4.5 minutes. On the stream, plus 4.5 minutes. Let me try and just write that. 1 second. I think it's plus 4.5 minutes. I'm going to write it. I'm going to do a bit of editing in Photoshop. Hang on, guys. I need to I've got a bit of a problem there, so I'm just doing some editing because I need to make it clear so everyone knows where we are. Because it's done in a really weird way, isn't it? This is frustrating. Sorry, guys. It's plus 4.5 minutes, and I'll just get this done now. I'm just editing, so talk amongst yourselves, you know, be friendly and all that kind of stuff. Have fun, be nice, be playing, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just going to put a note so we can all watch it. Oh, this is so hard to do. Sorry, I didn't think City wouldn't have a timer on their actual stream. I'm going to put a little note below it. So hopefully this makes sense. One second. I'm still doing this. I'm editing as I'm watching it, so hopefully this makes sense. Right. This hopefully will make sense. Okay, I think that makes sense. But he's sitting. Why would you not put a clock on the bloody timer on the stream? Weird. Right, I'm back. I'm back, everyone. Does that make sense? Are we all here? Are we all here? So I was basically editing in Photoshop to try and add a little thing in the top corner. I know it's very small, but yeah. Someone asking me why. Ron, I'm trying to add the time because no one knows where we are on. So Man City's stream doesn't have a clock on it, so you can't tell where you are. So basically, the clock I've got going in the corner here is related to then the time thing at the bottom because it doesn't start at 0. Sean, Sean, I got that, Sean, but that's also confusing then from the other way. If that makes sense. So it's very confusing. I'll do it for the second half of the basically. I don't know how to show that. I wasn't really thinking about that. Very, very confusing. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to fast forward to 17. Okay, I'll do that. I'll put the time on City Plus. Oh, this is so stressful. Right, anyway, I mean, I don't really know how to solve this. I'll do it for the second half. I've been ignoring you all then. I feel really bad. So currently City are best forward. David Silva just being mesmeric as he always was back then. Unknown, I'm good, thank you. Quarantine's a bit boring, but I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm hoping it all makes sense now. You know where you are. That was so confusing, but I'm gonna leave that. Just add. You know, roughly 4.5 minutes, and you should be good. That's about right. CG prediction. I've got a feeling about this game. Do you know what I miss? I miss a young Yaya Toure. Oliver, thank you very much, mate. I missed doing videos as well. I was just struggling a little bit mentally, if I'm being honest. I've been struggling like just talking about football because it's been a little bit too much given everything that's going on. But I wanted to do a video today because I feel a little bit better. Ollie, what did they say? Ollie, what did they say? Joshy, I might do a Championship Manager stream. I'm not there yet, but maybe I will do. I'll need to work it out, but I could do, yeah. You could do. Might be next week I start doing that. I have more time as of next week, so maybe I can start doing that, Joshy. I mean, my day job finishes next week, so I'm going to have loads of time during the daytime, so maybe Football Manager streams are the thing I have to do. Sean, you're right. Like, watching Yaya track back then, that's mega confusing. Yaya basically, when he was younger, was like nimble. He could run. He could actually. I mean, he didn't track back much, if I'm being honest, but he was definitely a lot less joggy. Zane, to be honest, I've still got a bit of work to do in my current day job, which actually ends next week. So I've been doing that. I've been spending far too much time searching on the internet, as we all do. Oh, Balotelli, man. Ballo, I loved him, but he had a lot of time on his arse as well. Spent sat down. But yeah, other than that, I've been going to watch. Nick and I started playing. Started doing a jigsaw last night, which was good fun. We'll carry on afterwards. I don't think I outsmarted him, Noah. I think we just, I don't think City are very good at the moment. It's just a form thing. I think it's just a form thing, you know, in terms of United in a good place, City aren't in a good place. I think we're just in a weird moment, you know. We'll get back. Simon, I don't know. I don't think it's on phones. I think it's on TVs, laptops. I don't think it is on phones, though. I forgot it's a pretty even start to this game, from what I remember. Ollie's story there about getting stopped by the police, just walking through town, headphones on. Well, I guess he's got no problem asking. I mean, I've been shopped a couple of times and no one said anything to me. Sorry? Yeah, I think I'm just talking a lot, so it's making me cough a little bit. Can I say that? No, this will be alright actually. Yeah. Noah, England is kind of under lockdown, Noah. Like, it's under a bit of lockdown, basically. A lot of people are still going to work, but we're not allowed out for anything other than essentials and maybe the odd walk for a bit of mental health and stuff. But it's under lockdown and it's not under lockdown for some people. I've got a bit of a tight chest. If I've got it, I've got a very mild case anyway, so I've been sci-fi it, don't worry. I've not done much talking for the past week or two, though, so maybe all this talking and kind of thing is just making me feel a little bit tight on the chest. Yeah, Sean, you've got to love an old Mancini suit jacket, haven't you? Some big defending there from Vinny on Rooney. What I'd give to have a young Vincent Kompany back. Yeah, he's Ballo is a great story of his untapped potential, isn't he? No arguing in the comments, don't forget. How you're all good? How you all doing anyway? Is everyone well? See, this game was so important back then, obviously, because no, I'm on City Plus, yes. This was important because United obviously were unbeaten at home for a long time, from what I can remember, and you know, City were 2 points clear at this point, and Ferguson talked a lot about the noisy neighbours, so we really could never. So we were basically. This is the game that we needed to have. We needed to show basically that we were serious. It's the first time basically people took us seriously. Capping, I can't show the match and my channel will get taken down. So simple as that, really. If you show any footage, you'll get copyright protected and my channel will get striked. And so I can't do that, unfortunately. My dad's good, Mohammed. Yeah, he's good. Thank you. He's okay. He's at home isolating. Fingers crossed he'll stay there. Simon, I have no idea. Go on Man City's site. That'd be good. So then maybe they'll have the answers. Chris, hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Chris, you know what, Chris? I do think that. I think Pep did underestimate the Vinny. Vinny's kind of leadership void, I guess. A lot of people have said things like this, and when you lose big characters from a dressing room, it does affect. It creates a vacuum, doesn't it? A leadership vacuum, and even though he wasn't like wasn't huge in the squad, even Delph apparently was a leader, as we all saw in the footage. So maybe with Delph going and then Vinny going as well, we lost two naturally effusive leaders, and we never really replaced that with anyone. We just kind of got. Well, we're hoping that people step into it. And sometimes you need those kind of characters. God, it's so weird watching these old players. Young Aguero. AD 7000, yeah, I might do some gaming. Excuse me, I'm very good. I'm coughing a lot today, actually. Worrying, eh? Worrying. Nah, I'm not worried. I think it's just because I'm talking quite a lot. When you talk a lot in videos, you only got a tiny bit of a tight chest. If I keep coughing though, I'll probably I'll see if I can carry on talking. Fingers crossed. Might just get the first half though.
You want a hot toddy or something?
Sorry?
You want a hot toddy?
Maybe just juice if that's alright, Nicola. Thank you. Goal! Oh, that celebration with the why always me. Mario Balotelli. Usman's worried about my cough now. But Usman, honestly, I've not coughed all day. All day. Which when I'm talking, I have a bit of a tight chest, but I've had a bit of tight chest for like 2-3 weeks. Anyway, Balotelli's just scored. It's Milner as well with the pass. I forgot. What a finish. And Balotelli finished it so well. Everyone's worried about my chest now.
Don't worry about his chest, guys. He's literally been having this for like a month.
I've had a slightly tight chest for about a month, haven't I? Yeah. But I've not been coughing all day ever.
No.
So Nicholas is saying that I haven't been coughing all day. I think it's because I'm talking quite loud and I've got a tiny bit of tight chest. It's just making me clear my throat a lot. So don't worry about me. I've had this for like about a month, which sounds worrying, but I think I've just been stressed in it. I think basically I'm quite an anxious person, so I think the stress has got to me and I've been worrying and stuff. What a finish though, eh? That celebration. Is there a more iconic celebration in football? Balotelli shrugging people off there. I miss Gareth Barry, you know. Gareth Barry was absolutely phenomenal. Is Gael Clichy probably the most consistent fullback we've had in years. I mean, he was not great ever, Gael Clichy, but he was good, wasn't he? This season, Gael Clichy was good. No, I hope so, mate. Foden is a very good player. He's a slightly different player, but Foden's definitely got all the ability to do that. Yeah, do you know what? Don't worry about my cough. It's like I can feel my voice a bit sore from talking quite a lot. Did a lot of talking today, so.
It's quite strenuous doing things.
You don't realise what you don't realise, by the way, when you do constantly talking like this and answering stuff, you project a bit. So, yes, like a lot of people when they talk a lot on videos, they get a tight chest and.
The broadcasters have to do a lot of voice exercises and
City going forward here.
Have to
Nicholas just giving all this.
Otherwise they'll lose the voices and they'll suffer things like.
Nicholas just talking away.
Now.
She's just stood there talking away.
But it's that, so don't worry about it, guys.
And also,
would tell him to
yeah. I've been fine all day, and all of a sudden now it's just this. Also, Nicholas just brought over some chocolate, an Easter egg, and some mini eggs. Bless her.
It's probably not going to help the tickliness, but it should be fine.
Nice though.
I can't resist it anymore.
LG and Carl with the Balotelli, he's a striker, he's good at darts. He's going out, when he plays his fucking class. We need that tune back more at the Etihad. I think we just need anything back at the Etihad, to be honest. Hey Blackfish. Everyone was cheering around here as well, mate. Everyone was doing the 8 o'clock kind of cheering on the balcony. It was lovely stuff. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but fingers crossed we won't be in it for too long. Usman, I mean, I think Henry was special, wasn't he? But then Aguero was special. Henry was more of an all-round player, I guess. But Aguero probably just at his very best, a more instinctive finisher, maybe. But I mean, I did love Henry. I think if anyone's going to beat him, it's Henry. I probably would say Henry, but just, it's marginal. Aguero, in terms of an actual striker, it's just phenomenal. So, how far through will we be on this game right now? 25 minutes through. I forgot that happened with Micah Richards trying to beat De Gea from 40 yards. Oh, Micah. I used to love as well how Micah and Balotelli had the same haircut. Simon, I have no strong opinions. Ray seems like a sound guy. That's all I'll say. They both gave me a bit of stick a while back, but they seem to have calmed down, so fair play to them. Shoko, we all miss football, pal. We all miss football. Chris, mate, I don't think anyone could get the best out of Mario Balotelli, Chris. Like, I always wonder that too, but it just doesn't seem like anyone could, It just seems like he was so hard to control, wasn't it? Also, I'm not really sure he had the work rate. Maybe he could have, maybe. But, I mean, maybe someone, if anyone was going to, maybe it would have been a Guardiola, because you need maybe someone mercurial to... Though I think he just really got frustrated with him. What a finish, though. The replay of that goal again. Some finisher, wasn't he? Usman, like, such different players, but I was always an R9 fan. Ronaldo was absolutely... the real Ronaldo was just insane. He was one of my favourite players growing up. So it was always him. I used to watch games that he would play. LG, right now you're mad. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got to bear in mind as well, it's going to be even longer and longer, so... The only one minor positive, if you're looking positives, of this whole thing is that all the players are going to be fit and healthy, They're going to have plenty of rest. They got plenty of rest, they're going to get everyone any injuries they got. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, Blayfish, but it is, water under the bridge and all that. There's more important things at the moment. Echo, I'm nowhere near an historian, pal, so, I mean, I'm not. I would love to do some of these things, but, it's going to be hard to do documentaries at the moment. But yeah, I'll do some videos at some point, definitely. But I am not the most knowledgeable at Manchester City. I never pretend to be. I know a lot of people like I've been watching Man City for 30 years, but I'm not one of those guys who recalls everything about the clubs, and I just don't. I kind of watch a game, enjoy it, and then move on from it. So like some people know shitloads about City's history than
Plastic.
Sorry?
Plastic.
You could call me a plastic. No, I'm just... Do you know what? One thing I've never be good at, like squad numbers, things like that. Some people know the whole squad numbers, even though I watch City every single week. And they're like, what squad number is he? I just remember general periods as opposed to individual moments, so... Love a bit of 6-1. Good old... It's good, isn't it, Mike? It's always messy, Noah. Always messy. Mohammed, he I don't think he'll leave. I mean, we're in trouble though if we get this ban, because a lot of people will be leaving if we get this ban, because KDB, he's lost another 6 months of his life potentially as well. And you got to bear in mind he's not that young. So at this age they're at, then they all want to just make sure they're winning things, and they've only got a short time left. And I saw a really good point. Someone said that you've got to bear in mind that a lot of footballers spend a lot of time at home with their family now. A lot of their motivations will change after this. some people might feel a little bit different about football in general because you have that much time to think to start to change your perceptions, which is a good point. So we'll see where Kevin De Bruyne and that lies. They might change how they feel after everything. It's going to be hard to say. LG and Cow, I have watched a documentary. It's very good, the David Silva one. One of my best friends made that documentary. True story. Paul Walsh used to be on Blue Horizon TV with me. He made that. Put a lot of work into it. And I'd advise any City fans to go and watch the David Silva documentary. It's class. Don't be scared for City, Oldman. I mean, we're going to be very good regardless. I mean, even if we get banned, we're going to be one of the best teams in London. Given everything at the moment, there's perspective there, isn't it? Gareth Barry, he was wicked. Metal Artin, yeah. I mean, I'm the same. Like, squad numbers don't tend to stick in my head. 21 does though for David Silva, but other than that, yeah, squad numbers never really never stuck in my head either. I don't know why. A lot of stuff like that doesn't. Some people can recall, what shirt we wore in every single game, stuff like that. But for me, I just can't. John, what I would say about the Laporte stuff and rumours that we'll see like that is, I don't think it's true as in it'll happen, but I think these rumours probably have a semblance of truth that I won't be surprised if agents start to leak these kind of rumours to press, just so that the clubs know that their client needs to be playing Champions League football. Because the truth of the matter is that they'll do it to get assurances, basically, just to know that they're serious about it. So I think there is maybe something in terms of, I don't think he'll go anywhere. And Laporte probably, I mean, if City wanted, Laporte would go to Barcelona, of course. But the Barca thing will be interesting because I think a lot of players will be thinking, well, what they're going to be like when Messi goes. And how do you replace Messi? You can't, is the honest answer. Big Morgan, I'm not sure we quite took a punt on KDB. He was the Bundesliga Player of the Year, and pretty much loads of clubs wanted him. We won the battle, but if you hadn't gone to Manchester City, you would have gone somewhere else, put it that way. He wasn't really a punt. He was the best player in Germany, so he wasn't like this raw kid that we just found out of nowhere. Shogo, I've never heard of him. Never heard of either of them. Walter was great, Simon. I loved Walter. Walter is great. I chat to Walter pretty regularly. He's a class guy. I miss old school Aguero, LG. Old school Aguero was something else, wasn't he? Wasn't he? He was class. And also, LG, I don't think it's going to happen. Alaber's always said apparently he doesn't want to go. I'm not sure if that's what that's all about, but, I'd have Alaber at City if he wanted to come, because he's obviously a quality player and Guardiola knows to get the best out of him, but but yeah. Anderson with a decent shot. Anderson, God, do you remember Anderson? I do appreciate, Sam, how you just asking me what I think of everyone. I have no opinion on him. I don't really know the guy, unfortunately, mate. So this was a very different Man City side, this wasn't it? We didn't control possession or anything like that. See, some nice footwork, by the way, from Julian Lescott there. That's exactly what I was on about Lescott. He got a lot of criticism for his on-the-ball ability, but he was nowhere near as bad as people made out. He wasn't great with it, but he wasn't bad. I don't know why people were so bad about Lescott. God, I remember the 50 million flop headlines. They were something else, weren't they? Hi to Andrea. Hello to Jamie as well. Jamie Garcia, yeah, of course he does. Well, hopefully he does. It's going to be difficult for him, but yeah. But Garcia's class. I like Garcia. I've got mini eggs as well. I'm going to have one. I forgot how long they take to chew, to be honest. On a live stream, probably not a good idea. I think I'd keep Aguero for longer, Ullman, because we need him. Blake, that's what I've heard too about him. I don't really watch his stuff, so I've heard people say he's smug. That's not me as a person, so I don't do that. But I haven't watched his stuff, so I can't really comment. John, we didn't let go of Milner. He just decided to leave, didn't he, on a free transfer? So he didn't want to sign a new contract because he wanted to play regular football. Whatever that means. In his preferred position, but then went to Liverpool. Yeah, Mangala wasn't really the best, was he, Ron? He was a bit haphazard, Mangala, on the ball. I agree with Chris. I think Les Scott's reputation. It was a QPR game that basically... He had a couple of slight dodgy moments for that, but largely fine. But Les Scott got panned after the QPR thing, which is so harsh. Like, we were nowhere near as good defensively the next season when Mancini decided to go free at the back and all that kind of stuff. It just didn't work at all. Nastasic was decent, but he wasn't the level of Les Scott as a pure defender, in my humble opinion. Metal Artin, of course, would love to chat to Micah and Les Scott, but the chances of them acknowledging some tiny nobody like me is absolutely minuscule, unfortunately. I would never be able to get them on my channel. They got agents, they're on Match of the Day and stuff like that, so God knows how they just ignore me. You right there, Nicola? I don't know.
Does it support you?
No. Nicola was showing me an article about self-employed, but it's 3 years.
No, it says 2018 to 2019.
That's when you've had to have submitted the last one.
Yeah.
No. Hello to Max, big fan from South Africa. Sifaka. Is that a good impression? Can you do a South African impression, Nicola? Sifaka? Our South African impression is based on District 9, the film, which is a terrible reference point.
I didn't. Mistaken for being South African.
Sorry?
In the US, people are mistaken for being South African.
Yeah, when we went to America, people thought we were from South Africa. I think they thought we were from like New Zealand.
Not you, me.
Nicola. Nastasic started really well, Shoka, and I liked him. But what used to annoy me about him, he was one of those passive defenders where they let everyone else do the hard work. They let everyone else do the hard work, but he never actually kind of got stuck in. I like defenders who take responsibility, and Nastasic was a backer offerer. And those defenders never look like they're making mistakes because they're always backing off, so they don't make a mistake technically, but they don't take control, and as a result, there's lots of space. And that's what Nastasic always used to. Even though Lescott wasn't perfect, he would get stuck in. And Otamendi isn't perfect, but you'll get stuck in. Whereas Nastasic was always very distant from the play. So that's what I think cost Nastasic a career at the top, because he was never really, and even now he's not really gone on. He was never really one to take responsibility. It is weird watching us play this way, isn't it? Because we're functional, but we just don't keep the ball back then. Welbeck. Oh, Rooney nearly through then. That could have been a very different game, couldn't it? If Rooney got through then. But watching this, to be honest, we weren't all over him in the first half. It's pretty even. To be honest, it's quite low quality, even being honest, this first half. I think didn't Savage Metal Artin? Didn't Savage sadly lose his dad or something like that? Someone correct me wrong. I'm pretty certain he joined Man City and he just lost a parent. Am I wrong with that? Someone correct that. But I feel like that was his story and it was a really bad look for him. But he's proven his quality over time now, I guess. Blake Fish, you know what? I don't play the guitar anymore, really. I've never been one just to play guitar for sake of it. I was always one that jammed with people, and I don't do that anymore since my band. So I need to play it more. It's weird seeing Ashley Young as a winger. He was like a winger back then as opposed to a fullback. Do you know what? Our team now would batter this Man City team. It just would. No, young Aguero. Aguero's ability just to run past people. I love Aguero's little diagonal runs he used to do. What was our style of play back then? We were just kind of like... I wouldn't say we were a counter-attacking team. We kept the ball, but no one really kept the ball that well back then in the Premiership. We were possession-based, but just not overly possession-based. We were a little bit more direct. But our style then, it was just we did play some nice football. David Silva's the one pulling the strings, and Yaya when he was going to go. But obviously, to be honest, we controlled the ball an awful lot more against lesser teams. Obviously, United were a pretty good team back then, and it was a derby. It was at Old Trafford. In other games, we controlled the ball a lot, but it wasn't like the kind of movement that you'd see from a Guardiola team. Hello, Mark, to join the stream. I hope you're good. Mark, I hope everything's good for you and your family. Mark's over in Italy, where obviously it's been awful. I hope lockdown's treating you not too bad, mate, and go get some rest. You probably need it a lot more than I do. Yeah, Spaggy hair, Aguero, Ullman. That was something else, wasn't it? Classic era. Don't forget as well, by the way, you can get a 50% off athletic subscriptions, and you can get a 7-day trial in the link below. Just saying. Look at that bench. Nasri, Dzeko, and Kolarov. That was some good times, wasn't it? God, Smalling was there for ages, wasn't he, Chris Smalling? I forget how long he was there. That was a Smalling, was it? What am I on about? Was it? Yeah, it was Smalling. Sorry, I didn't recognise him. Was he playing right back in this game? He was. Smalling was playing right back. Yeah, that sounds about right, Chris. There's more. That's what I meant in terms of we kind of kept the ball. But it was like that bit more direct in terms of higher risk stuff. And as you said, our defensive line was so good back then because we had Richards and Clichy both had shitloads of had a shit ton of pace, and then you had Lescott on Kompany. We're just solid as fuck. God, Yaya when you get going was so good. But yeah, basically, Yaya bullying people there. So we had basically Yaya just... not Yaya, sorry. We had Kompany and Lescott really physical. We had a really physical defence. And Zabra obviously came in every now and then. Collar was tall as well. We had a very physical defence. And Gareth Barry was so good at sweeping up. Gareth Barry just read the game perfectly. So we basically had a really, really, really strong defence. My favourite season, Dylan, of all those... I mean, probably the 17, the 18, really. I mean, that was like Pete De Bruyne, wasn't it, kind of, really? That season was great. 18-19 was good fun, but it was stressful. I'm sorry to hear that, Mark, genuinely. I'm hoping you're in the peak now, and it starts to go down, because I've been watching on with horror, unfortunately. Sorry, mate. A couple of penalty shouts there for United. Waved away. I have no idea if this is going to start the second half immediately. I don't think Clichy was lazy either. He might have not tracked back once, but Clichy was never lazy. He always worked hard. That was one of his assets to his game. So I don't remember Clichy being lazy personally, unless anyone can elaborate on that. For me, he was always pretty hard working. I mean, everyone has a day where they maybe don't track a run or something like that, but Clichy probably was never like a lack of energy. He was up and down though, I agree. Clichy was up and down, but Yeah, we're not quite as big as we used to be, are we, Ron? We were a massive team back then. Like, a lot of physicality. So we did have a period of being quite physical as well. Even under Guardiola at one point. Didn't we? I feel like we did. No, maybe not. Do you know what? I'm going to pause that and get it back to... I need to reset the clock. Oh, this is the truth of live streaming, which I've not worked out. So it's injury time. I don't know if it's going to start again immediately afterwards. This wasn't a good first half of football, really, was it? You know what I mean? Like, City were winning, but it wasn't like a classic by any stretch. I'd say, maybe a draw would have been a fair result at half time. 0-0. I didn't change the score, did I? I've just remembered. Probably should change that. And now I've changed it. Alright, it's half time now. Balotelli had so much going to him, didn't he? What a player. I'm basically just waiting for the second half to kick off now so I can get the clock going again. And then I'll be able to get back into the comments. I can't believe City on these streams don't have a clock in the corner. It's weird that to do. Why would you do that? Mancini looks so elegant in those suits. I wish Guardiola would start wearing suits on the touchline again. Don't know why, I just like it, looking really cool on that. Essentially now my finger's just hovering over the play button to get to the second half. That kit's iconic. Even though it's not the world's best kit, it's iconic, that kit. The 2011-12 one. Oh, bro. Good era. Nathaniel, you're right. This was the game where the tide turned. Totally turned. The noisy neighbours, as Ferguson said, we woke up. I wish the City Plus is... Yeah. Chris, thank you very much, mate. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm decent. As good as I can be, I guess. Enjoy the rest of the game too, everyone else. Oh, God, I'm tired today. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, like 4 things at once, so I'm not fully with it. I need a producer for these videos. Right, we're off second half. There we go. I look like a B-Tech Liam Gallagher. Thank you. Do you mean I have I don't look anything like him, do I? Let's be honest. I don't feel like you did. I look absolutely nothing like Liam Gallagher. And I've never ever tried to. Has Liam Gallagher ever had hair like this, or a beard like this, or glasses like this? Sunday the 11th for your birthday, pal, Joe. What a present that was indeed. P&E, thank you very much, pal. How old was I when this game happened, Mardy? This was 2011. I was 26 or 27, something like that. We had just turned 26, I think, actually. So it was a long time ago.
What was that?
For this game, it was 2011.
That was when you were with me.
Balotelli brought down. This is the moment it changed the game. I mean, it was already going City's way anyway. See you later, Johnny Evans. Oh, I love that moment. I love that. That was a red as well, to be fair. It was a red card. It was a red, I'm sorry. Balotelli did go past him. Johnny Evans couldn't handle him. He would have scored that as well, Bally, when we got through. You're right, Harry. This was a good half of football. It's just happened, Blakefish. It was not Jones. It was Johnny Evans. He's just been sent off. We got a free kick outside the edge area. Vidic watching on. Was he injured or on the bench? I can't remember. Vidic was not in the squad for this game. Ferguson's face, an absolute picture. Do you know what? I can't even remember this free kick. Oh, that's why. Because there's nothing memorable about the free kick. Straight into the wall. BTEC KSI is pronounced Stephen. Mardy, yeah, like Fletcher's goal was really good from what I remember. One of those consolation goals. A lot of consolation goals are always really high quality. I don't know why. Must be like, fuck it, they have a go and just shoot. Score prediction. Another 6-1. Alfie, I have no idea, pal. That is weird. I wish you had got told. I know some people did, so no idea. Just check the bell again. YouTube doesn't like me anymore, maybe. Nah, no idea. Beats Box Dre, you're an idiot. With all due respect now, you're not an idiot, but that's a big call, pal. There's no way Kovacic is better than De Bruyne. That's just... No. No. Frank Lampard would... He would never play Kovacic again if he meant getting Kevin De Bruyne. It's a fact. Oh, Small Dickov. I like that name, by the way. Small Dickov's a good name. Yeah. Instead of Paul Dickov. Yeah. Even Nicola giggled at that as well. Mangala, Demichelis. Well, Demichelis definitely had a better career. Demichelis at one point was a very high quality defender, so... City, I mean, he had a good start. People forget that Mangala had a pretty good start, but couldn't give it up. But Demichelis overall throughout his career, better defender. At City, there wasn't much in it, to be honest, let's be honest. I love Michael Richards' runs. That was never a penalty in a million years that he went for. Beats, I know you're very bored, Beats, but no one's falling for that. I'm pretty certain. Didn't he score a goal that beat you? Top corner. De Bruyne single-handedly beat Chelsea once. Don't forget. Sophia, you're now putting time out because you're just getting aggressive. See, Lescott's defending there, I'm sorry. He was a good natural defender, Lescott. People gave him far too much of a hard time. I like Lescott. I don't know why I just liked him. He was a solid defender. What have you all been doing then so far during this isolation period? What have you all been up to? Let us know in the comments. LG and Cow is playing career mode. John Stones got sent off. Do I take off Rodri, KDB or Foden for Otamendi? I don't know, mate. Where are you playing Foden? Probably Foden, I'd say. I'm not very good at FIFA, unfortunately. Actually, I'm not bad at it. I just don't play it. Yeah, I remember those days, unfortunately. Metal line. I mean, Demichelis was old at this point. He was, he was an old man who should have retired. Tiast, thank you very much, pal. This is not my best stream, but it's a weird time, isn't it? So these streams are strange. It's a lot more fun normally, with a lot less stress going around. But thank you very, very much. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, if you're watching. John's doing a lot of yoga, a lot of running, a lot less video games than he thought. Do you know what, John? Same. I've not been playing any games at all for some reason. I played a bit of Far Cry, but largely I thought I'd get really into games, but not done as much at all. Working in retail. Oh, what's your job, pal? Xbox on your days off. Nice. Anything in particular? I mean, I didn't see Johan Cruyff much. Jackie was before my time, so I can't possibly comment. But Zidane was one of my favourite players. I love Zidane. Absolutely loved him. Do you know what? I loved watching Richards in this game. I forgot how much of a threat Richards was. Richards just bulldozed past everyone. He was so physical as a right back. You couldn't stop him because he just run through people. You're right, you. Nicola's just dancing over there.
I'm not even got any music on. I just felt like
She's not even got music. She's wiggling away.
Sometimes you just need to wiggle.
Sorry?
Sometimes you just need to wiggle.
Indeed. Most underrated player of the Man City era? Well, Alex, I don't know. Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry was absolute class. Absolute quality, Gareth Barry. Like, basically, Yaya had never defended, so Gareth Barry did the job of two midfielders. God, what was Milner doing there? Kicked it right back to Ashley Young. Yeah, I can see why you'd say that, Thomas, but Richards couldn't really cross that well. He was not bad in this game, but he wasn't a great crosser. But I loved Richards. He's just very up and down. Injuries as well, sadly. That ruined a lot of his kind of physicality. John, Nicola doesn't have that game, unfortunately. I would though, otherwise. Wanted to get Animal Crossing, John, but go on, Bartelli. I wanted to get Animal Crossing, but I hate the idea that you've only got one island per Switch, so we'd have to share the same island, which is that annoys me because we both like our own save files. So Sophia, I'm gonna put you in. I'm gonna hide you from the channel because you're boring me now, pal. Milner was underrated, Harry. I don't think he was the most underrated personally, but he was underrated. No, John, I've seen Nicola was playing Stardew Valley, which is very similar, obviously. Very similar game. She loves that. I'm so with you on Ullman and that. I think Michael Richards was so lucky with injuries. He was absolutely quality. Couldn't kind of get it, could he? Couldn't never get the look that he needed. De Jong was underrated, Thomas. Yeah, he was indeed. Pimpin Beatles, great name. I'm watching it on City Plus. Watch it on City Plus. So there's a link in the description below. Go and click that link. And you can join in. So it's like 4.5 minutes of the clock in the corner. Because City haven't got a timer, which is so confusing. Nani was a good player, for United. Good squad player. Guardiola would have done some good things down here, I reckon. Nani's problem is that he was never Ronaldo, and he would obviously there was so many comparisons. Just like a slightly less good version. But like Fish, you know what? It was okay that game, wasn't it? I never finished it. But I got quite a bit through it. Probably like halfway through it. But he never drew me back in the new Star Wars game. Nicola completed it, but I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, we weren't playing that well, were we, at the start of this, John? You're right. Like, well, you watch this back, you think, oh, we didn't really batter them. We didn't at all, to be honest. We got the goal in the first half. It was kind of even. United were doing all right with 10 men as well. And then all of a sudden we turned the screw. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? It was great fun every way. It's about to get good, though, isn't it? Yeah, it needs more, doesn't it, AK? I agree with that. There might be some kind of rights reasons. Right, Beatsbox, you're just trying to bait, aren't you? But it's obviously, I mean, say he's got no tactics. Say Guardiola's got no tactics, he's just trolling. Marty, I have been to Amsterdam. Nicola and I really enjoyed it. We had a good time there. We had fun. It was really good. Amsterdam's a beautiful place. Love to go back again. Fingers crossed we will do. Blakefish, I remember the Harvest Moon games well. They were good fun. I used to have one. We used to play the mobile version. It was good fun. Jordan, thank you very much, Jordan. It's been difficult to do, if I'm being honest. I've not worked on my strategy yet for doing this. I think people largely, you might disagree, but a lot of people. I was looking at the interest in football and on Google Trends, and it's just dropped off a cliff. I think people are still processing everything. It's like very traumatic few weeks, hasn't it? So people are still trying to get their head around stuff. So. Likewise myself, so I mean I'll work out something going forward for this channel for the next few months at some point. And I agree that the trolling is poor tonight. It's just like you sort your shit. I'm with Orman Metal Artin on this. It's just been really poor low quality trolling. David Silva's in behind. Oh, this is a goal, I think. It is indeed. Ballo at the back post. Wonderful goal. Marty, I cannot answer that question. Ballo with a second. Lovely that from Milner with Silva. The back heel, brilliant. Not back heel, the pass. It's a lovely goal, that. That's pure David Silva there back then. And Balotelli was never missing that, was he? Let's be honest. He didn't miss those kind of things. Big Head Kompany. The problem I got with FIFA is I don't have the technical setup, I don't think. My MacBooks are very hard to stream from. So I'll try and work it out, but it's hard. I need to change the thing at the bottom, don't I? I remember this game so well. It's just back then. I remember going back into like my mates stuff like winding them up. It was hell. It was amazing. You're right, Alex. We used to go up the motions and start basically dominating teams. I've already updated the score, guys. It's happening. It's just changing. It just takes about a 20-second delay. Yeah, I don't know why I was watching Contagion at the moment. Bloody hell, what's wrong with you all? This game is about that silver pass, isn't it, Tez? Squire VWG. I have got an Elgato, but I can't remember the technical reasons. I've got an Elgato, but there's problems with Mac software. Most people stream via their PC. I mean, I'll work it out. I can't remember, but I remember looking into it, and I could get nothing but other than hideous lag for whatever reason. It was something to do with Mac software, but I'll try and work it out. Yeah, it's 2-0. United fans had no idea what was coming, did they? Look at Richards bombing forward. I loved it when he did that. Pimpin', yeah, I guess I'll have time to do a long watch. I'll do one at some point. I'll definitely do one at some point. I guess I'll have to, really. I've got nothing else to talk about. So many players on loan as well. I mean, they've paused now, obviously. Their career's paused for them. I'm going to have to leg it to toilet at some point, by the way, guys. God, Hernandez coming on. Chicharito, do you remember him? What I would give for a young David Silva right now with that floppy hair. It would be something else, wouldn't it? I just remember this game, right? And I remember going to work. I remember talking to him. My best mate was United. Best mates were United fan back then. Both of them. And I was so smug. And this was long before I'd even started anything like videos, all that kind of stuff. I think I wrote a blog back then. It wasn't very good, but I wrote a blog. And I remember just gloating big time. And so pointing out, Jacko's not even on yet. So it's about to get a lot worse for United. Wonderfully. Yeah, he didn't dominate this game the way he could do. Ragmani, thank you, man. It's an old CFAX font for the retro vibe going on, I reckon. Micah Richards just everywhere. Mike had this ability to just pop up up front, which is a big thing he always did. Big head, man. That's a big call. You're going for that, big head. You're going for it. It's a hell of a call. So United bringing on Phil Jones with his dodgy highlights back then, and Chicharito or Hernandez. Chicharito, what was that about? You already picked, what pieces do you have, Squire? Can you remember? Yeah, United were 2 points behind City at this point, and basically they felt they could win this game and go top. But obviously we extended it to 5. United, I don't think had lost in like 19 home games, something like that, the whole season. Something that's what I can remember from it. And we humbled them. Look at young Phil Jones. He's already started to not really show his ability at this point. Jordan, favourite ever win over United? Oh, I don't know. What's everyone else's favourite win? 4-1 back in the Shawnee Wright days was good fun. I love that one. The 1-0 the Vincent Kompany had there, that was a battler, but that was class. There was a 4-0 as well, I think, wasn't there? With Nasri scoring it. When we scored in the first minute, that was good fun. God knows. Oh, everyone who's been watching since the start, you probably noticed I'm not coughing as much now. I've settled. I think it was just because I was talking a lot. My voice was adapting to it. But my favourite one, oh God, favourite derby win. Yeah, probably like the 4-1 years ago. That was great fun. David Silva was so composed. Arsenal fans were headed by your score. That was something else, wasn't it? Blake Fisher, I remember his turn and goal, that kind of little weird dummy thing he did. I loved Micah. He has been there for like 10 years, hasn't he, Ron? Hasn't he got his testimonial or something like that recently? That was a dirty challenge from Evra. Metalartin, I remember that well. It was one of Nasri's first games, wasn't it? Not one of his first. Was it one of his first games? Anyway, Nasri got a bunch of assists, didn't he? Dzeko, the last one with the curler from his left foot. When Neville fed the goat, God, they were good times, weren't they? Was that the same game Trevor Sinclair scored as well? I can't even remember. I'm not good at remembering this kind of stuff. I never have been. Dzeko's not on yet, I don't think, no. There we go, there's a goal coming up here. Boom. Sergio Aguero. It's lovely football, that. 3-0 at Old Trafford. That was the good shit, that, honestly. That was like, we woke up. We turned the world towards this project. People started to believe in it then. That fan there as well, United fan looking devastated. It was lovely football as well. Great kind of breaking the lines pass. Great flick from Balotelli. Great cross from Richards. And Aguero was never going to miss that, was he? It was that breaking the lines pass from Yaya and the little flick from Balotelli. His new club. Bloody hell, that's his new club they were saying back then in the commentary. Double figures. Oh, what a time, what a time. That's a hell of a goal, that. Wonderful goal. Fletcher's goal's not far off now, is it? I don't think. Dreaming. Dzeko's coming on for Mario. Oh, Edin, who's famous. Look at the young Zabba there as well. This was the game when our good friend Walt Smith was doing the fan cams. Not fan cams, the fan view. What was it called? Something like that. Dzeko. Oh, Dzeko just wide. LG and Cow, no, at this point, Goldbridge was still a Forest fan, so of course he wasn't. He only started doing them a few years ago. That was a corner, that. It was off Smalling. Man City fan, but you keep making that joke and it's not that funny, pal. So, right, Ullman's off to bed. See you later, pal. That's a big shout, Ron. And Harry, maybe I have seen this before. Maybe I have. Fan zone, that's what it was called, Philip. I forgot. Best David Silva. I mean, this era was pretty good as well, but bold David Silva, yeah, that first year as a false 8 under Guardiola, he was something else, wasn't he? I love this team. This basically gave us so much happiness. I never thought I'd watch City when I was younger be this good at the time. Like, beating United 6-1 away from home. Having players of the likes of Aguero and Yaya Toure. Signing David Silva. I was so excited when we got Aguero. I remember seeing, who was it? It was some La Liga kind of presenter. And for Sky, and he was saying he's the most exciting player probably in Spain outside of Messi, which is a hell of a claim. And you know what? It's probably true. Nazza, thank you very much. Bodied Mark Goldbridge. I mean, actually, it's just true, unfortunately, for Goldbridge. So he was probably doing, I think he was doing generic Premier League content then and browsing Forest forums. But thank you, Nazza. You're here, Nazza. Cheers very much, mate. Best game you ever watched? Not City games. Oh God, big head. I can't remember, to be honest. I'm sure there's loads, but nothing jumps out of my mind. I remember. Oh, watch the Barca. When Barca beat Real 5-0, I was watching that. That was just insane. When Messi just ran up, tore him to pieces. That was just special. That was special. I don't think this team was more enjoyable than the Guardiola ones, Alex, personally. But I mean, you're totally entitled to say that, of course. But I thought the football we played was much better, like in 2017-18. But then you're told to put that opinion. Personally, I didn't kind of get onto that, but yeah. Oh, when we were both pushing for Champions League places. Yeah, good times. I can't remember other games. Like if I sat and went through it, I'd probably think of it. But I've seen some. We've all seen some wonderful games, haven't we? I forgot Silva missed that chance. I used to love watching that peak Barcelona side. Oh, Kansas J, welcome to the stream, pal. Hope you're good, man. Everything alright? Keeping safe, hopefully? God, Silva should have scored there. Unsurprisingly, Silva wasting a chance. But I loved that Barcelona side. I used to watch them all the time. They were just so good. Just great football. Just prime Messi with Busquets and Henry, I think, was in that team as well. Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, so good. Then Pedro and all that lot. What a side. Yeah, I was watching that game too. I think we all were, to be honest, mate. Bad Big Head Kompany. We were all watching that Stoke game and it was terrible. I mean, there was a whole bunch of games years ago. I used to watch every game on TV. It was like in my early 20s, but I can't remember any of them right now. I'm sure if I went through them, I probably watched them. You alright, Nicola? She disappeared. No, she's gone. It was David Villa, you're right, Ron. Henry came the season after, didn't he? It was like 2012 or something like that. Or something like I can't remember. David Villa scored at United in Champions League final, didn't he? I remember that side. Small dig of. Will Braff be part of the team next season? If he's still around and if he's training hard, he would have been involved in pre-season. So that's the one thing that people don't really talk about. Nasri's on, by the way. Nasri's come on. Talk about in this whole thing is that a lot of players basically are losing time, their careers because they're aging. They could age like 6 months during this whole thing, and some of these young lads will start to get they'll start to want to be playing football because they're getting closer to 19, 20 years old and that kind of stuff, and that makes a difference to people's, I guess, perception of where they are. You haven't got a long career as a footballer, so losing 6 months is it's notable. But Jayden Braff, basically, yeah. I mean, if he hangs around, he's quality. I would think he'd be involved in whenever pre-season's going to be. When's pre-season going to be now? All these things that we thought were going to be, God knows when they're going to be now. Pre-season, maybe start of 2021, maybe. 76 minutes gone. Aguero, look at young Aguero and playing with Balotelli on the bench. It's adorable. God, I miss those guys. There's also, as a good point, as Metal Artins point, could stall these young guys' development because they're not playing football, so it's going to pause it. Here we go. Silva didn't put Aguero. Dzeko with a big shot saved. Best World Cup I've ever watched. Do you know what? At the moment, my head is so foggy that I can't remember the answer to these questions. What was everyone else's best World Cup? I think 2014 was pretty good. I think was 2010 was crap, wasn't it? That was the one with the jab. Was that the one in South Africa where I had the Vuvuzelas? I think that was terrible. From what I can remember. That's that one, wasn't it? I think 14 was pretty good. I just can't remember. France 98 was phenomenal. I love France 98. That was one of my favourite ones because that was like the Ronaldo era and stuff like that. And the best France team, obviously, as well. That's probably my favourite World Cup, actually. Why did the ref pull up there? Richardson behind and should have carried on. Oh, yeah. LG's missing having more than two strikers. Yeah, I mean, God, we had so many good players back then, didn't we? Scotland actually qualified. They did qualify. Didn't Brazil beat them in the group stages? Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like they did. It was 2002, sorry, I got my maths wrong. Wait for no worries, pal. See you later. Big Head, I have slight memories of 1990, but I was 5 years old, so I don't remember any of it. I remember watching Italy. I remember watching the final, and it being boring, and I remember Dunga playing for Brazil. I was a kid, so I just do not remember it fully at all. Was that 94? Was that 94 in the USA? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 94, the one I remember. Yeah, it would have been 94 because it would have been 9 years old. I wouldn't have watched it when I was 5. Manchester is blue indeed. We had some phenomenal penalty takers, didn't we? Mario, Yaya, Milner. You're right, Tez. Like, we were spoiled, to be honest. That's just not normal to have that many reliable penalty takers. You would have fancied Colorado scoring as well, wouldn't you? Yes, you are, Philip. It's Fletcher's goal, isn't it? Yeah, Fletcher's goal. I mean, that is a beautiful goal to Fletcher. Fletcher's goal was something else, wasn't it? 3-1. I mean, they thought they had a chance. That's the most adorable thing about this. They thought they were back into the game. Little did they know. Little did they know. It's a wonderful goal, that, to be fair to. Wonderful goal, wasn't it? Really was. I'm going to reckon me Pep Artiola. You want Arteta back, giving you a name. But do you mean as a coach? Well, yeah, of course. But that's not going to happen. Maybe as a manager, it depends if he proves himself at Arsenal. I mean, if he does prove himself at Arsenal, it means he's done well at Arsenal, which means he will stay at Arsenal. So I can't see him leaving Arsenal if he's going well to come to Man City. He'll just try and carry on doing the job there. That's the problem. I think he'd go to Barcelona before City if he got a chance. Then maybe go back to City, but that's the problem. He's like, his direction's a bit odd there because I don't think he'd. If he did an okay job at Arsenal, maybe come to City. But then why would City hire him if he only did an okay job? If that makes sense, it's kind of like it's tough to work out. But I like Arteta a lot. I think he's got playing some good football, but he's got to. It's going to be tough for him to come back. Oh, okay. I didn't realise you were an Arsenal fan, mate. Well, you must be loving him, yeah, because he's a good manager. He's a good coach. Well, this is where we start to turn the screw, really, isn't it? God, I really loved Nasri. I thought Nasri was great. Thomas, yeah, he's going to be a coach, Eric Garcia, definitely. He's already doing his coaching badges, apparently. Or he's doing a bit of coaching training anyway. Some of the under-18s are doing it, and he's one of them. Oh, cynical foul on Richards there. Really cynical. It was dirty, that man. Dirty. Ron, I mean, Poch will be up there. Pochettino will be up there. Nagelsmann is, I like his football a lot. I like what he's done with RB Leipzig. Really attacking direct football. I would very much like to see that. Ten Hag is not a bad shout. Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows will be a manager? Colin, what's True Geordie saying now? I mean, I've met him once, I kind of know him, but I'd never really speak to him ever, so I don't have strong opinions on him. He was fine when I met him. He was fine. But he doesn't like City, obviously. His best mate's a Liverpool fan, so, says it all. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. He's got to get his views, hasn't he? Bless him. Ikram, it was a hell of a goal assist, wasn't it? It's coming up as well. It's coming up. Oh, I love that in. We're not far from a goal here. Biggest disappointment in the City shirt. I was hoping for more from Jovetic, but he had a lot of injuries. I was really excited by Jovetic. Cancelo's been pretty disappointing, if being honest. I mean, he might get better, but 60 million, I was hoping for a bit more. That's probably a bit harsh, but biggest disappointment. Boateng didn't settle either. I thought Boateng was going to be really good. Other disappointments. I don't think of big flops, really. I mean, I didn't expect much from the likes of Nolito, so I can't really say them. He was just what he was. He was a squad player, and that's the price we paid for him as well. But from that, I don't know really. I'll probably say Jovic was disappointed by. Boney, fucking hell. I actually convinced myself Boney was going to be really good because he was class for. He was class for Swansea. He really was. Go watch the highlights. He was brilliant, and then all of a sudden he was just terrible. He was absolutely terrible. And I don't know what happened with Boney because he was started off so good. Yeah, it was a shame about Negredo, wasn't it, Jordan? Negredo was phenomenal. Phenomenal at the start. Like, brilliant. And then, who knows what happened. Apparently he got like a shoulder injury, didn't he, Negredo? And then apparently he wasn't really settling. He felt a bit homesick. He wanted to go back. Yeah, James, I thought the same. But Jovetic couldn't really find a position in this City team, couldn't he? He really struggled. Robinho had that one good season, to be fair to him. He was good for a season. Boney, yeah. Navas actually had a good year, to be honest. Bear in mind, we paid very little for him. Navas had that very good first season. And then after that, he was just like, a squad player. But he wasn't great after that, Navas. But he was only cost like 17, 18 million, wasn't it? Something like that. So he kind of got what we paid for him. Yeah, Negredo got injured, and then never really came back after that. So it was so weird. It was just like, apparently he was unsettled. He wanted to go home. I think he was having difficulties off the pitch with personal issues and stuff like that. I think he was having marital problems, maybe something like that. Mangala's a big shout as well. Very big shout. Mangala was a massive disappointment. The money we paid for Mangala was bad, wasn't it? It was bad. God, Benteke. Yeah, that was bad. Benteke. It's like 35 million Benteke, wasn't he, I think? Benteke's a bad footballer. Probably scored at City if we ever play him again. Do you know what? This 6-1 is famous, but we played much better against United than this. Much, much better. United was still pushing forward at this point. God, Hart. Can you imagine a City goalkeeper now punting it long against 10 men? You can't imagine it, can you, at all? Andre, hello. That is an underrated assist. I agree, Ron. Hell of an assist. But that's De Bruyne, isn't it? Here we go. Oh, yeah, with his weird little puncher. Oh, Negredo, bless him. It never happened again after. Like, we kind of killed him. It was weird. He was good before that. Great at City for a bit, and then just got killed. Yeah, Colin, we were chatting about Savic earlier. I think Savic, apparently, when he joined City, just lost his dad. And he never really settled in Manchester, and it was tough for him. It was really tough for him. Nazi was underrated, but Nazi was just unreliable. I see now Kolarov's on, so shit's about to get real. So Kolarov's on to do the celebration. Harry, I'm right. You're right. This wasn't a great performance, it's just a great score. As much as Yaya was incredible, Josh, I would say KDB at his very best rules in midfield. Like, he's more aggressive box to box. There we go. Ah! Dzeko. 4-1. Oh, I love that, man. I bloody love it. Lescott with the assist. I'm loving that they're giving the hands as well. Look at Ferguson's face. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Oh, good times. 4-1. Barry header. Oh, look at them claiming offside. Barry header, then Lescott back across. Weren't you saying he was offside because he was past De Gea, but he wasn't. He stayed back. He stayed ahead of him, level with him. It's a goal. Don't worry about it. Oh, that context. I mean, there's an element people run that some people reckon Torres was a fluke. I'm going to say I enjoy watching Kompany's more because it was just more of a swinger. I loved it. So I'm going to go for Kompany's. There's a lot of aggression in that shot and I loved it. Here we go. We're going forward. Silva. It's 5. It is a day to remember. Oh, David. You beautiful, beautiful magician. 5-1. What a finish. Dzeko with the ball. Take it, take it, take it. To quote Fanzone and Walter. Lovely stuff. Prime Tory KDB was something else, wouldn't it? It'd be incredible. Yes, David. You got the sticker out, LG. Come on, David. And we got to see the best of David coming in very soon as well. It's only 5-1. It's only 5-1. 50,000 empty seats. It's only 5-1. It should have been 10. It should have been 10. You lucky bastards. Nicola? Let's go see if Nicola's alright. I've not seen her. One sec. You alright? I just didn't know where she'd gone, so I wanted to see if she was alright. So she's fine. She's in there on the phone. Oh, apart from the VAR, Ikram, the worst memory, I mean, what hurt the most was I think you were about to win the league against United at home and then losing 3-2. That stung like a bastard, that. I hated that. Absolute 2-0 up, half-time, convinced we'd won the league, and then we hadn't won the league. I mean, we won it eventually, but that was it was just fucking hell, that drove me mad. Drove me mad that. Then that was the same week as well where we went out in the Champions League as well against Liverpool. It was a bad week. It was a bad week. James, you know what? Denier was class and he should have broke through. But what happened is with Denier, right? He was phenomenal alongside Van Dijk, nonetheless, at Celtic. He got called up for Belgium. He was fantastic for Belgium. Pacey, intelligent, aware. He was great for... Oh, there's the assist, by the way. What a pass. What a pass from David Silva. There's the celebration. 6-1. Look at their faces. That's the pass. Oh, humiliated. What a pass that is. What a pass. Right through De Gea as well. That's one of the best assists of the Premier League. (6-1) at the moment. 6-1. And it's over. It's over, guys. 6-1. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know which game you want me to do next. I've been dying for the toilet for like half an hour, so I'm going to have to shoot. Thank you very, very much. I'm still kind of getting back to full fitness. So I'm not being my full self today, but I will get there. Thank you for everyone who's joined in. I love you all loads. Thank you all for the support. Go and download, go check out The Athletic, athletic.co.uk/Esteemed Kompany to get 50% off and a 7-day trial. It's got a world-class bunch of rides. It'd be phenomenal if you could. For now, though, I'm going to go, guys. See you later. I love you all absolutely loads. Bye-bye. 60,000 empty seats. It's only 6-1.